Love can make men gentler. The initial sexual attraction that can spark a romance is often helped along by testosterone, a hormone that plays an important role in behaviors like sex, aggression, and impulsivity. However, studies have shown that as lust deepens into love, a man's testosterone levels decrease noticeably. This might have something to do with the way that many men begin to show their softer sides when they develop strong feelings for someone. Women showed the opposite pattern in the above experiment. Their testosterone levels rose during the early stages of a relationship. The two sexes appear to be more hormonally similar when falling in love than at any other stage of life. Men have better sex when they're in love. People often think of testosterone as the sex hormone. So it might be surprising to hear that men's sex lives get better when they're in love, given that we just said their testosterone levels dropped. The reality is that the human hormone system is incredibly complex, and there are many more things involved in sexual desire and pleasure than testosterone alone. Researchers report that enjoyment of sex is associated positively with relationship satisfaction, love, and commitment for both men and women, emphasis ours. This might have something to do with the fact that it's easier to be vulnerable and open with someone when you trust them deeply. The more intimacy you confer with another person, the more likely they are to understand what gets you going in bed. Keep in mind that desire is complex and can vary widely between men. Love and sexual attraction don't go hand in hand for everyone, and men of some orientations may experience intense romantic feelings despite having no interest in sex. However, for those who do experience a link between sexuality and love, a stronger romance often means a better sex life. Passion deepens to compassion. Much of what we discussed above relates to the beginning stages of romantic relationships, which are often marked by an intense, obsessive desire for the other person. Research suggests that this urgency may decrease as the relationship matures, but feelings of empathy, trust, and attachment increase. This longer-term love may be modulated in large part by oxytocin, which appears to have powerful pair bonding effects in mammals. This process seems to work largely the same for most people, regardless of sex and gender. It may be marked by a greater ability to see things from a partner's perspective and anticipate their needs. One study found that both women and men in love show greater activation in their mirror neurons, the parts of the brain which help us put ourselves in someone else's shoes. Love looks past flaws. Men in love are also likely to see the best in their partners, maybe even viewing the other person more positively than they view themselves. Many studies have found that people with deep romantic feelings hold idealized images of their partners. Once again, this seems to be true no matter your gender or biological sex. This doesn't always translate into putting your partner on a pedestal or believing that they're perfect. However, it often means finding the best interpretation of the other person's characteristics. A man who's fallen in love with someone will likely forgive their shortcomings and perhaps even be charmed by things that would normally annoy him. Counseling may help you understand how men fall in love. Once again, it's worth remembering that the information presented above may not apply equally to everyone. Research can tell us about some of the broad patterns in the ways men fall in love, but each individual's experience will be slightly different. If you're feeling confused about what love means to you or your partner, it might help to discuss it with a therapist. Having a neutral, professional perspective on your relationship can often help both parties understand each other better. Some couples prefer online counseling over more traditional in-person therapy. Conducting sessions over the internet means that you can talk to your counselor from your own living room. This may improve your comfort with the process and make it easier to express yourself honestly. It may also make it easier to coordinate schedules between yourself, your partner, and your therapist. Most couples who tried online counseling as part of a 2020 study reported that the experience was helpful and positive. Many found that the online format made it easier for them to become fully immersed in the therapeutic process, and the majority said they were able to effectively connect with their therapist. BetterHelp's online therapy program can help you find a licensed relationship counselor to help you understand and improve your relationship dynamics. Takeaway: in many ways, men fall in love much like women. The early stages can involve a distracting, even obsessive infatuation, which slowly deepens into trust, compassion, and deep attachment. Men may also fall in love quickly and feel a strong need for affection from their partners. If you're seeking a better understanding of how love is affecting you or your partner, BetterHelp can pair you with a licensed relationship counselor.